dear student, welcome back. Let's discuss the question from the lesson number 5, The Ailing Planet, The Green Moment's Role, written by Nani Palkhiwala. Let me tell you that this is not a kind of story. It is an article written by Nani Palkhiwala in 1994 in regard of what? Yes, declining health of the earth. So dear student, through this article, he aware us, right? He made us realize that how we have distorted our environment, how health of this earth are continuously declining, how it is becoming the patient. And not only that, but also he brought in our knowledge that there in 1972, first nationwide Green Party was established in New Zealand, and it has started the movement to awareing the people, and it has gripped the imagination of entire humankind. It compelled that we have to change our attitude from the mechanistic to the holistic and ecological. And its ideas was as revolutionary that it has changed our perception in this regard. And it was as revolutionary as that of the Copernicus introduced us in the 16th century about this universe, that all the planet revolve around the sun. And that was the first time in the history of the world that it has forced us to think that the earth is a living organism and it has its vital needs. And it has its, इसकी अपनी कुछ ज़रूरतें हैं. And first time in the world history, human being to realize that we should protect and we should preserve it for the better future. In 1987, the World Commissions for the Environment gave the idea for the sustainable development, that we want a kind of development in which we could meet our needs. And at the same time, we couldn't make any compromise with the need of the future generations, right? And now how in the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there was a cage, and in that cage there is a notice in which you can read that the world's most dangerous animal. When you get inside that, you could see that there is a mirror, and in the mirror you could see yourself. आप अपने आप को उसमें देख सकते हो, which means the human is the most dangerous animal. But thanks to this moment that it has made realize, and thanks to the various agencies of the world who are awareing the people about this, that how much we are distorting this, polluting this environment and the earth, right? Because in the world there are the millions of species with which we share the earth, and there are the millions, almost of the 3 to 100 million species are there who are still in unnamed, remaining unnamed in ignominious darkness में भी अभी भी रह रहे हैं. One of the early international commission dealt inter alia with the question on ecology and environment, right? The Brent commissions actually, and Mr. L.K. Jha, who was the the member, one of the members of this commissions, he reported that are we to have leave our success of the scorched planet, advancing deserts, impoverished landscape, and the ailing environment. And Lester Brown said that in his thoughtful book. He said that Earth has been divided into 4 principal biological systems, and these are the fisheries, cropland, grassland, which make the foundation of our world economic system actually, right? And but we have destroyed, polluted, and we had reached at that unsustainable level. No doubt these are the systems which supply the food to us, along with supplying raw material to the industries, right? But overuse and misuse of the resources has put so much pressure on the earth, and because of this it has been reached that level, right? The fishery collapse हो गया है, जो cropland और grassland है, it has been turned into the the barren land में या deteriorate हो गई है, right? And as far as concerned about the forest की स्थिति क्या है? The sea, that we have cut and destroyed and decimated the forest just to procure it, just to meet the demand of our fuels, The World Bank estimated that the peoples are saying that we are losing our forest. कभी बोलते हैं कि एक सेकंड में 1 एकड़ भूमि को या ट्रीज को हम लूज कर रहे हैं, बट इट इज मच क्लोजर टू द 1.5, राइट, 1.5, लगभग 1.5 एकड़ in a second, just in a second, 1 second में. Here, World Bank estimated that till 2000, we have to do many-fold plantation, at least the 5-fold plantation over this earth, just to the need of the fuel की जरूरतों को पूरा, the demands of our fuels. Now think about that. We are in the 2020, and how much fuel and how much our demand will be. And Article 48 of the Constitution said that it is the duty of the state to protect and to improve the wildlife and environment. But it is the youngest that India is the country where the laws are never respected and nor the laws are enforced properly. Right? So Parliament की estimate committee कहती है कि हम जो forest है we are losing almost 3.7 million acres in a year. The tree जो land है, and officially the large number of area which is treeless, they designated it as forest land. It is a great anguish. 3 years survey conducted by the United Nations through the satellite and aerial photography has made us aware that there are the many countries whose conditions are critical, right? So world population is the biggest factor to distorting all these things, because that much population is putting the pressure on these resources, right? See, सन 1800 तक 1 बिलियन की पॉपुलेशन थी. 1900 तक इट एडेड वन मोर, ओनली 100 मिलियन ईयर्स में सिर्फ 1 बिलियन हुआ, एंड 100 में नेक्स्ट 1 बिलियन हो गया, एंड देन नेक्स्ट 100 में इट एडेड 3.7 बिलियन. एंड थिंक अबाउट टुडेज, we are almost at 8 billion, right? And there is some myth about the populations that the people thought that producing more people means making more income, earning more money. Actually, it means to producing more children, producing more people without work. So education is the only contraceptive, and if you are educated, so you will understand that family planning is the best contraceptive than to check the populations here, right? And this is the first time in the world history that a human has begun to realize that yes, we should think about this earth, right? And we want to see this world as an integrated whole rather than a dissociation collection of parts. Mr. Edgar S., who appointed himself company's chief environment officer, said that if you want to make your continuous existence as a leading manufacturer, so you have to do some excel work in the environment. And Margaret Thatcher said that no generation has a free hold on this earth. All we have is a life tenancy with full repairing lease. And Lester Brown again said that here, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, but we have borrowed it from our children. कि हमने इसको बच्चों से उधार में लिया है. So this is your duty to preserve, protect, right, and respect this earth so that you can hand over our earth safely to our future generations. क्योंकि उन्हें भी इन सभी चीजों की जरूरत पड़ेगी. So don't make any kind of compromise with the natural resources, because these are the resources that our generation also need in the futures. This was something about the lesson. Now let me lead you through the questions answer around here. See the first question. Here my first question is that why does author say that Earth's health is declining? And I can say that justify the title, The Ailing Planet. What does it mean? Right? The question is now not unanswerable, because we have distorted this earth so much. Let's see the answer. Answer of this question is that the earth is an enormous living being. Human beings are its own part, and it has its own living and non-living parts. It has its own metabolic needs. It has also vital processes which need to be respected and preserved. But the earth's vital signs tells a different story. It is a patient in declining health. The earth has four principal biological systems. There are the fisheries, forests, cropland, and the grasslands. They form the foundation of the global economic system. They supply, uh, it supplies food to us. They also provide raw material for the industries. But human demands are putting a great pressure on them. The fourth is they are unable to sustain themselves. As a result, the fisheries are collapsing. The forests are disappearing. The cropland and grassland are turning into the wasteland and deserts. Several species are facing extinctions due to deforestation. All natural resources have depleted due to overall degradations and deteriorations of the earth and its environment. Therefore, we are living on a sick planet. If we want to save our life or to have a planet worth living, we will have to take stern steps to safeguard our all resources. Next very important question is that what are the Earth's principal biological systems and how are they being depleted? So answer to this question is very pretty, right? These are four principal biological system in the world, and they are fisheries, forests, cropland, grassland, etc. And they form the foundation of the economic system of the world. They supply the food to the world. They supply almost all the raw material for the industry. But man's overuse has put their survival at stake. This overuse by man is causing their degradations, depletions, and deteriorations. And overfishing is very common. The forests are disappearing very fast. The people fell trees to get fire, wood for cooking. Right? Demand is more and production is less. Therefore, fisheries are collapsing. The forests are being ruined. Grassland and cropland are turning into wasteland and deteriorating. Deserts बन रहे वो. And with this, many species are facing extinction. And natural resources are on the brink of depletions. And all these things have depleted the Earth's biological system. Next very important question that everyone should learn, right? Are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscape, and an ailing environment? How? It's really very pretty question here, very important for examination, right? These are four biological factors of the earth. They are fisheries, forests, grassland, and cropland. They give us food, they supply all the raw material for the industry, but man is putting a lot of pressure on them by his use. He's using more than he can give, and they are reaching a level where their productivity is impaired. This overuse or misuse of this system affect them badly. Fisheries collapse, forest disappear हो रहे हैं, and the grassland turn into wasteland and turned into the जो cropland है deteriorate हो रही है just because of what? Heavily used pesticide, insecticide, etc. Although factors are many others, right? The fishing, right? The fishing is done to satisfy our need for protein. Forests are being cut down to get firewood. They are being destroyed at great speed. Many marked area of the forest land have already become treeless. If all this continues, our planet will be at stake. Our successor will find a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscape, and an ailing environment. So we should use the treasure of the earth wisely. We should protect and preserve the wealth for the future generations that they will need at that time. We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, so we have borrowed it from our children. Let's see the relevance of this line here. Right, these are the words of Mr. Lester Brown. He says that the earth is full of treasure and we should preserve these for the future generations. We are the custodian of this planet and not the master, right? But the vital sign of the earth reveal that its health is continuously declining. We are overusing and spoiling its wealth. So we are making it unfit for the future generations. The felling of trees results in barrenness of land, and we are using natural resources for our selfish motives. The fisheries are collapsing, and some species are on the verge of collapse due to human consumptions and destructions. We are putting a lot of pressure on fisheries, forests, grassland, and croplands. If we do not use these resources wisely, we shall leave behind deserts and ailing environment. Therefore, we should save this earth for our future generations. It is our moral duty to hand over a healthy and living environment to our children. We have borrowed it from them and returned it to them with comfortable surrounding condition. Next very important question is, what does the notice world's most dangerous animal at the cage in the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia signify? There is no animal in the cage. There is only a mirror where one can see oneself. What it means? It means that man is the dangerous animal of this world. And this indeed is very true. Man has done such big harm to this planet as no other animal could. He has destroyed forests, fishes, cropland, grassland. He has made many species almost extinct. Right? He hunts and kills more than he needs. Right? Thus, the mirror in the cage helps to make man aware of the great damage he is doing continuously. It helps, right? It helps to make him aware of his responsibilities to this planet and the future generations. He must stop what he has been doing so far. He must change himself from the most dangerous animal to the most responsible being of this planet. Increasing population of our country is the biggest problem. So question is here, the problem of overpopulation directly affects our daily life. How? See the answer over. Most of the problem in man's life spring from poverty. कहाँ से आती है? गरीबी से. And poverty is the direct result of overpopulations. And it is because of the overpopulation that our natural resources are being depleted. Forests are cut down for fuel wood. Overfishing has become very common. The burning of the dung has affected the fertility of the soil. Right? Soil affect हो जाती है इससे. Unemployment is on the increase just because of the overpopulations. More children doesn't mean more work, because there are the people who thought that producing more children means more income. Right? It means more people without work. The problem of poverty and unemployment can never be solved if we don't check the growth of overpopulations. Right? Most of our everyday problems will be solved automatically if the problem of overpopulation is solved. If this is controlled, we can solve all the problems, and this will save our society as well. Whenever I heard from the people that there is a discrimination on the base of caste, on the base of the creed, religion, race, right? And whenever I heard that there is a small boy who is walking at the dhaba, he's very small and he's very skinny and all, and whenever I thought that they are what, is the woman has been beaten somewhere, and there is a violence against this thing, that thing, it pained me. Actually, this is very much painful to every Indian, because we have the best policy maker in the world and we have the best policy framers in the world, but there is a problem. There is a problem in implementations. We have a law against all these things. Why we are not interested to follow seriously and to enforce seriously? So question arises here. Why laws are never respected nor enforced in India properly? See the answer. It is quite true that laws are never respected nor enforced in India, and they are only made to break them. In Article 48 of the Constitution state that the state shall provide and protect wildlife and improve the environment, and the law are made for this purpose. But the truth is far reaching. The people pollute the environment, the wildlife is being destroyed, trees are being cut, the forests are being destroyed, the people destroy, deteriorate and deplete the treasure of the earth for their selfish motives. Large area officially marked as forest land are already treeless. The people are governed by their rituals and customs. They follow their traditions but not the laws. The people are not serious in following the rules. Even the law agencies fail to enforce the law in their right spirit. This is visibly because the casteism, bonded labor and untouchability still flourish in spite of the law against them. This is really a very serious issue to all.